Good afternoon. This is All India Radio and I'm Anuja Kumar with the Midday News. The headlines. Prime Minister Narendra Modi says former Prime Minister and Bharat Ratna Atal Bihari Vajpayee wanted democracy to be supreme and never compromised on it. Releases commemorative coin in honor of the late statesman. Prime Minister inaugurates several developmental projects worth around 14,500 crore rupees in Odisha. Finance Minister Arun Jaitley hits out at Congress for criticizing the centre over goods and services tax. Rescue and relief operation in full swing in Indonesia after tsunami killed at least 281 people. Prime Minister offers all assistance for relief work. National Consumer Day being observed today. Prime Minister Narendra Modi released a commemorative coin in honor of former Prime Minister and Bharat Ratna Atal Bihari Vajpayee at Parliament House Annex in New Delhi today. Speaking on the occasion, Prime Minister said Atalji was away from public life for nearly a decade, but the way people paid tributes to him after his demise shows how much he was loved and admired. He said Atalji was a stalwart and respected across all sections of society. The Prime Minister said, as a speaker, Atalji was unparalleled and he is among the best orators India has produced.
इस देश का 3-4 दशक का समय ऐसा हुआ कि अटल जी की वाणी भारत के सामान्य मानवी की आशा आकांक्षाओं की वाणी बन चुकी थी। अटल जी बोल रहे हैं मतलब देश बोल रहा है, अटल जी बोल रहे हैं मतलब देश सुन रहा है, अटल जी बोल रहे हैं मतलब अपनी भावनाओं को नहीं, देश के जन जन की भावनाओं को समेट कर उसको अभिव्यक्ति दे रहे हैं।
Mr. Modi said a long part of Atalji's career was spent in the opposition benches, but he spoke about national interest and never compromised with it. He said Atalji wanted democracy to be supreme and never compromised on ideology.
देश हित की जरूरत थी। लोकतंत्र बड़ा कि मेरा संगठन बड़ा, लोकतंत्र बड़ा कि मेरा दल बड़ा, लोकतंत्र बड़ा कि मेरा नेतृत्व बड़ा। इसका जब कसौटी का समय आया तो ये दीर्घदृष्टा नेतृत्व का सामर्थ्य था कि उसने लोकतंत्र को प्राथमिकता दी, दल को आहूत कर दिया। जिस जनसंघ को अपने खून पसीने से सींचा था, ऐसे जनसंघ को जनता पार्टी में किसी भी प्रकार की अपेक्षा के बिना विलीन कर दिया। एकमात्र उद्देश्य लोकतंत्र अमर रहे।
The Prime Minister said the late leader's life will inspire next generations.
भारत की विविधता को ये नेतृत्व की ताकत भी वैल्यू एडिशन करती है। अटल जी उसमें से एक है। उस विविधता को बढ़ाने वाला एक वैविध्यतापूर्ण व्यक्तित्व है। उसको भी भारत के राष्ट्र जीवन में, भारत के सामाजिक जीवन में, भारत के राजनीतिक जीवन में वही स्थान उपलब्ध होना चाहिए और ऐसे अनेकों को उपलब्ध होना चाहिए और वही देश को समृद्ध करता है, आने वाली पीढ़ियों को प्रेरणा देता है। पीढ़ियों को इस रास्ते से चलूं या इस रास्ते से चलूं, इसका लेखा जोखा करने का अवसर मिलता है। और मुझे विश्वास है कि अटल जी का जीवन आने वाली पीढ़ियों को सार्वजनिक जीवन के लिए, व्यक्तिगत जीवन के लिए, राष्ट्र जीवन के लिए, समर्पण भाव के लिए, वन लाइफ वन मिशन कैसे काम किया जा सकता है, इसके लिए हमेशा हमेशा प्रेरणा देता रहेगा।
Lok Sabha Speaker Sumitra Mahajan, Finance Minister Arun Jaitley, Culture Minister Dr. Mahesh Sharma, Senior BJP leader L.K. Advani and BJP President Amit Shah were also present on the occasion. Atal Bihari Vajpayee's birth anniversary will be celebrated tomorrow as Good Governance Day. Prime Minister Narendra Modi will inaugurate several developmental projects worth around 14,500 crore rupees in Odisha in a short while from now during his day-long visit to the state. Governor Ganeshi Lal, Chief Minister Naveen Patnaik, Minister of Road Transport and Highways Nitin Gadkari, Petroleum Minister Dharmendra Pradhan, Minister of Tribal Affairs Juwal Oram and other union ministers are also present at the program. The projects are related to health, road and highways, higher education and culture. Our correspondent reports that the projects are part of Mr. Modi's vision of Purvodaya, a prosperous East for building a new India. The projects include new campus of IIT Bhubaneswar at Argul, built with a cost of 1,660 crore rupees, and ESIC Hospital in Bhubaneswar costing over 73 crores. These also include the Lalitgiri Archaeological Museum, which houses huge sculptures of the Buddha and various Buddhist deities. A commemorative coin and a postage stamp in the memory of Pike Rebellion at the function in IIT Bhubaneswar has been released. This year marks the 200th anniversary of the 1817 rebellion led by Bakshi Jagbandhu of Khordha district against the Britishers. Later, Mr. Modi will also address a public meeting at Baruni near Khordha. Finance Minister Arun Jaitley has hit out at Congress for criticizing government over goods and services tax (GST). In a Facebook post, Mr. Jaitley said, Congress party which oppressed the country with a 31% indirect tax and consistently belittled the GST must introspect seriously. He said under the Congress regime, the indirect tax was 31%, while the NDA government put them in the 28% tax slab. The minister said, as the revenues kept increasing, the rates under GST were brought down, and most of the commodities have seen reduction in tax. Mr. Jaitley said multiple slabs were fixed transiently in order to ensure that tax on any commodity does not go up radically. He said most of the items of the common man were placed in the 0 to 5% tax bracket. The finance minister said that the GST from the date of its implementation has changed the situation radically. Mr. Jaitley said all 17 taxes were combined into one and the whole of India became one market. This is All India Radio giving you the news. For quick news updates around the clock, follow us on Twitter at AIR News Alerts. Rescue and relief operation is in full swing in Indonesia after tsunami killed at least 281 people. Rescuers battled heavy rains today in a desperate search for survivors. The National Disaster Agency said more than 50 people are still missing. Dodi Raswande, a senior official at the agency, said the military and police are searching for the survivors. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has offered help to Indonesian President Joko Widodo a day after tsunami hit the country. In a tweet, Mr. Modi said India is ready to assist its maritime neighbour and friend in relief work. The Prime Minister expressed sadness at the loss of lives and destruction. He also offered condolences to the bereaved families and wished the injured an early recovery. In Afghanistan, 7 civilians were killed in an explosion in eastern province of Ghazni yesterday. According to official sources in Ghazni, the incident occurred when a running minibus touched off the IED along a dusty road in Shah Khog area of Dihyak district. Official spokesperson Harif Nouri blamed enemies of peace, referring to the Taliban militant group for the attack. Taliban militants have been using IEDs to make roadside bombs and landmines for targeting security forces. Back home in Jammu and Kashmir, Pakistani troops today opened fire and shelled forward posts and villages along the LOC in Rajouri district of Jammu division. The firing started in Keri, Lam, Pukharni and Pir Badesar areas of Naushera sector around 9:30 a.m.
Alert Indian troop gave a befitting reply to silence the Pak guns. Meanwhile, all government and private schools located in 0 to 5 kilometer range from LOC in Keri and Pukhreni sectors of Rajouri district have been closed today due to heavy shelling along the line of control. R.K. Ratna, AR News, Jammu.
8 people have been killed, including 7 women, and around 12 injured in an accident at Jhajar on Rohtak-Rewari highway near Badli village. The accident occurred when 50 vehicles collided with each other due to dense fog. 6 women were killed at the spot in deadly accident. Our correspondent reports that school buses, cars and SUVs collided, causing a 2-kilometer-long traffic jam on the highway. In Rajasthan, State Council of Ministers has been expanded today. 23 ministers comprising 13 cabinet rank and 10 ministers of state took oath at a ceremony in Raj Bhavan in Jaipur this morning. Governor Kalyan Singh administered the oath of office and secrecy to the ministers. Our correspondent reports Ashok Gehlot as Chief Minister and Sachin Pilot as Cabinet Minister had already been administered the oath of office and secrecy.
MLA of RLD and ally of Congress from Bharatpur, Subhas Garg, Sri Santi Dhariwal, B.D. Kalla, Raghu Sharma, Lalchand Kataria, Prarsadi Lal Meena, Vishwendra Singh, Pramod Jain and Pratap Singh Khachariawas are among MLAs who have sworn in as Cabinet Minister. Jitendra Dwivedi, AIR News, Jaipur.
BJP today approached the Supreme Court against a Calcutta High Court order for not allowing its Rath Yatra in West Bengal. The party has approached the Supreme Court seeking permission to hold the campaign Save Democracy rally. It will cover 42 parliamentary constituencies in the state ahead of the 2019 general elections. The party has sought an urgent hearing. The apex court at present is on vacation till January 1st. Minister for Women and Child Development, Menka Gandhi, has said that the ministry has taken stringent steps to avoid any untoward incident in shelter homes across the country. She said the officials of the ministry are inspecting all the shelter homes in question and shutting them off if any of them are seen to be violating the rules. In an exclusive interview to All India Radio News, she said, to avoid any untoward incident in shelter homes, the ministry plans to have a single campus in every state for the shelter homes. It will house children for adoption, abandoned children, and one agency will look after them. National Consumer Day is being observed today. The objective is to highlight the importance of the consumer movement and the need to make every consumer more aware of their rights and responsibilities. The theme this year is Timely Disposal of Consumer Complaints. On this day, the Consumer Protection Act 1986 was enacted. Our correspondent reports the Lok Sabha passed the Consumer Protection Bill 2018 on the 20th of this month.
The bill seeks to replace the Consumer Protection Act 1986. It also seeks to establish consumer disputes redressal commissions at district, state and national level. The district commissions are authorized to look into complaints involving claims worth 1 crore rupees, which was 20 lakh rupees earlier. The state commissions will look into complaints involving claims worth 15 crore rupees, up from 1 crore earlier. Complaints over and above 15 crore would be handled by the National Commission. It also seeks to impose stringent punishment for food adulteration. Zakir Nazir, AIR News, Delhi.
Cold wave continues to sweep North India with fog disrupting normal life at various places. In Delhi, people woke up to a chilly morning today with the minimum temperature settling at 4.6 degrees Celsius. Yesterday, the national capital had recorded its coldest day in December, with mercury dipping to 3.7 degrees Celsius. In Uttar Pradesh, the Met Department has issued warning for ground frost at isolated places in western part of the state, where temperature plummeted to freezing point, breaking a 20-year record. The mercury reached 0 degree at Muzaffarnagar district. Thick fog engulfed Phagwara in Punjab, paralyzing normal life. The visibility has been reported to be less than 50 meters. In Himachal Pradesh, tribal district Lahaul and Spiti's administrative centre, Keelong, continue to be the coldest place with a minimum temperature of minus 6.1 degrees Celsius. In Jammu and Kashmir, Srinagar recorded the coldest night in 11 years as the minimum temperature plunged to minus 6.8 degrees Celsius. The famous Dal Lake has frozen partially and water supply lines to residential areas has been affected. The benchmark BSE Sensex opened on a volatile note early today on short covering by investors amid weakness in Asian markets. The Sensex was trading 50 points lower at 35,695, while the NSE Nifty was down 17 points at 10,736 a short while ago. Meanwhile, the rupee gained 8 paise against the US dollar this morning to trade at 70.1 in on-selling of the US currency by exporters and banks. And now, before we end the bulletin, the headlines once again. Prime Minister Narendra Modi says former Prime Minister and Bharat Ratna Atal Bihari Vajpayee wanted democracy to be supreme and never compromised on it. Releases commemorative coin in honor of the late statesman. Prime Minister inaugurates several developmental projects worth around 14,500 crore rupees in Odisha. Finance Minister Arun Jaitley hits out at Congress for criticizing the centre over goods and services tax. Rescue and relief operation in full swing in Indonesia after tsunami killed at least 281 people. Prime Minister offers all assistance for relief work. National Consumer Day being observed today. And with that, we end the midday news.